Hey guys, I'm Tammy and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be taking you through my newest sewing pattern, the Cloud Tee. I'm actually wearing it today and it is literally my favorite pattern. I am such a sucker for living in t-shirts at home because they're just so comfortable and it's really easy to throw on. So I thought, why not draft a really simple t-shirt pattern that has some really trendy details to it that make it feel really modern, but also is something you can actually wear in your everyday. So the Cloud Tee is a knit sewing pattern, so you have to use stretchy fabric to sew this, but you can sew it entirely on your sewing machine. You don't need an overlocker, but if you do have an overlocker, it definitely helps it look neater on the inside. So the Cloud Tee comes in sizes 6 to 32, so it's a nice and size inclusive pattern, and it has 3 different sleeve options. So you can either sew it with like a shorter sleeve, a midi length sleeve, or also the longer length sleeve. So it's the kind of pattern you can wear all year round depending on how cold or warm it is. I personally like sewing sleeve length 2 the most. This is the one that I'm wearing right now. I will show the different variations that I've made in a moment too. But honestly, it's a really simple make and my pattern testers have been absolutely loving it. I'll share some pictures on screen now of the different variations people have made because honestly, they did such a good job. This time round, testers actually sent videos of their makes as well, which was really kind. So you can see over here how they all look in the different variations of the Cloud Tee, and you can see the different fabrics each person made it out of and how different it makes a pattern look. If you've never sewn with any of my patterns before, my patterns come with step-by-step instructions that are written and illustrated, and it comes with a sew along YouTube video in case you're really new to sewing and you'd like to have really great hand-holding advice. So you can print my patterns at home using the A4 or US letter paper. You can just use your normal standard printer to print it out, and if you use the A0 file, you can actually take that to a printing shop and get that printed large scale. If you're someone that has a projector, I also have projector ready files for you to use. Honestly, I just know you're going to love this pattern, so let me show you the one that I'm wearing right now. So from here you can see I've got the ribbing neckline, so you can actually sew this pattern with the same fabric for the neck, or if you want you can use a tubular ribbing and it just makes a really nice finish on the neckline, and it's a bit more sturdier and thicker depending on what fabric you're using for the main body. So I definitely recommend trying tubular ribbing, but let me kind of stand up and show you what it looks like. So hopefully you can see just how cute this t-shirt is. The neckline is sagging a bit because of the microphone, it's a bit heavy, but this is what the front looks like, and the sleeves. It's a nice kind of blend of being oversized but not too crazy. That's the front, and then the sleeves look like this. This again is the sleeve length 2, so the midi sleeve option. And then the back also looks like this. It's honestly just a really simple pattern, but because there's really nice elevated design details, it makes it feel more than just a simple t-shirt, and it just fits so amazingly. So let me show you another variation. So I forgot to mention, this one's in a cotton jersey, and this one's also in a cotton jersey, but it's a bit more, I would say, heavyweight, but it also has a really nice amount of drape to it. So this one is kind of like a rust colored orange with bigger stripes. And again, I used tubular ribbing on the neckline, and I just love the contrasting pop of color. It just works really well for this t-shirt. So this is what it looks like on me. I love how this one fits. I would say this fabric is a bit more better quality. You can definitely feel the drape of this fabric feels really nice, and it just hangs over the body much nicer. I love this fabric and I love how good it looks in photos too. Honestly, it's just such a good pattern. So this one again is in the sleeve length 2. Personally, I think it's my favorite option. The back again is exactly the same as the front. You've just got the kind of detail where you've got the back seam in the neckband. And then we've got this variation right here, which is the exact same fabric because I loved it so much. But this one's actually in sleeve length 1. Hopefully you can see the sleeve is shorter here, and this again is what it looks like in photos. Honestly, this might be one of my favorite variations actually because it just works so beautifully with blue jeans. I love how this one turned out. Again, it's just so comfortable to throw on, and I feel like you can definitely wear this out and about too. It's not something that you just only have to wear lounging about at home. There's not much to say honestly other than it's such a simple pattern to sew. When I sew this on my own and I'm not filming any content, I can whip this up in about 45 minutes. If I'm having to film a reel or anything like that, it does end up taking me about an hour, maybe an hour and 15 minutes, because obviously I'm filming my process. Honestly, if you are new to sewing with knits, I walk you through every step of sewing something like this, and because the pattern isn't too overwhelming, it makes a great first project if you are someone new to knits. shirts. And then the last variation that I'm going to be showing is this one right here. This one is actually in the longer sleeve length, and this fabric was more of a heavyweight cotton jersey, so it's definitely got more of a boxy appearance because the fabric is just heavier in general. It's a bit more spongy to the touch, but I love how this one turned out. This is a great one to throw over when I just want to have a really lazy day at home. This again is what it looks like on me. I love this variation. I love the contrast of the green and the cream. So this is actually a yellowy cream neckband rib, whereas the others were all white, and it just works perfectly with this kind of shade of green. This pattern can definitely look different depending on what types of knits you're using. So if you're using something that's a bit more structured and heavyweight, it will definitely have a more boxy appearance. If you're using something that's a bit more slinky, like a very lightweight jersey, it will drape a lot more and hang more smoothly over the body. That's why I kind of like the kind of in between of like a medium to lightweight cotton jersey. I think it just fits really nicely for this type of t-shirt. I actually wasn't even going to provide a long sleeve option until a few people asked me to specifically draft that up, and I'm so glad I did, because the testers that made the long sleeve variation did such a great job and really kind of show off exactly how cool that variation can look. I hope you enjoyed learning a bit more about the cloud tee pattern. It's a really great project if you're looking for like a quick palette cleanser, especially if you want to kind of play around with knits more in your sewing journey. Every pattern test I do, I have to give such a big shout out to my pattern testers, because they really do help me push to make the best pattern possible. And here's a few of their comments of what they thought of this pattern. I always try to get a really nice range of ages and sizes and sewing ability to really push this pattern and see how well it works across a whole different group of people. If you want to go ahead and sew the cloud tee, I've left a link in the description box below on where you can find it on my website. Let me know in the comments what you think of this pattern and any fabric choices you're thinking of making it out of, because I love to know this stuff as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.